Yo, Kagurabachi fans, come close. Come here. Don't be shy. Don't be bashful. Come here. Sit down. We gotta have a talk. So, if you aren't aware of what happened to me recently, I got a big old copyright strike from Shueisha because they hate me. You know what's weird is the fact that the last time I got a copyright strike was 2 years ago when I was covering Gojo vs. Sukuna, but then they've never really attacked me. They took down my Gojo vs. Sukuna videos, but then this is the second time it came after me after a Kagurabachi video. So they're watching Kagurabachi very closely, which is cool. I like that. That's great. That's awesome. Fantastic. Just leave me alone. I'm giving your manga free publicity. Nah, I'm just kidding. Kind of. Not really. But Kagurabachi fans, we have a issue that I think desperately needs to be talked about. I'm not talking about the fandom. I'm talking about one of the weakest parts of the manga itself. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is handling of side characters. Now I know what you're going to say. Hold on, Daffy, wait a minute. I love Hikari. Hold on, wait a minute. I love Hiyuki. There's a name for this problem that we're going to talk about today, and we're going to refer to it as the fodder problem. Now, if you don't know, in one of the most recent chapters of Kagurabachi, we have Hirohiko going to the Bloodshed Hotel in an attempt to track down Samura's daughter and assassinate her, or have her captive. And he encounters the manager of this hotel, who is known to have mastered this one-arm style. I believe it's called the Reagan style. And whereas this guy had a little bit of aura, man, he had a little bit of hype, a little bit of expectations. And so we have like Hirohiko squaring up with him, and people would thought, oh man, like it's actually like Hirohiko's actually gonna get it worked. He's actually gonna have to develop as a swordsman. He can't use Kumeyuri, so he's gonna have to show off his sword skills. He's gonna have to do what he can do. And to say that this nigga got put on fraud watch. So we have one sword clash with Hirohiko and this, this guy. I don't know his name. I think it's like Yujiro something. I have no idea. Not like it matters. And they have one sword clash. Hirohiko manages to deflect it, but he cuts his arm off. And then the next time we see him, he's holding this guy's head in an elevator. Now, while I like the shot of Hirohiko, I think it's scary. And I think it's very unsettling how his eyes look so dead inside, and how he has like the "I'm a student of freedom" look. He looks like a doll, right? He looks like just inhuman. I like that moment, but this is the umpteenth time we've seen somebody that's not important to the story like yet get absolutely fodderized by someone that's considered important in the story. We have all these elite squads that they don't feel impressive besides the Masumi. The Masumi are the only other squad that has actually felt like a credible threat. But we had Uraha's protectors, we had the Toe, we had the anti-cloud gouger squad. It's a meme at this point. If they're not Chihiro or they're not directly related to Chihiro, most likely they're getting washed. Having your side characters engage in their own battles and we actually get to see them at length, it gives us much more attachment to them as audience members. I think we're starting to kind of run to a similar problem with the Sword Bearer assassination arc where we're getting too much Chihiro screen time. Love Chihiro. That's my boy. That's my MC. I like him a lot. But a lot of people felt that the Sojo arc was a bit weaker because it was too much of Chihiro and not a lot of everybody else. Now, we are getting some Iori in the story as well, Iori being Samura's daughter. I think she's fine. I don't think she's done anything super offensive yet. She's just a little generic to me, a little bit bland, but I don't mind it too much. Definitely giving off Friko vibes. Definitely giving off Friko vibes from JJK. Oh, this girl's gonna die by the end of the arc, by the way. If you think otherwise, you're coping hard. I'll tell y'all what, man. Let me make another bet with y'all. If Iori doesn't die by the end of the Swordbearer assassination arc, if she doesn't die, I will read any hentai of your choice and I will review it on the channel. How about that? How about that? But I want to see some more of Samura. I want to see some more of Yuta. We're getting a little bit of Hirohiko, but he's directly related to Chihiro. I want Tokuzono to take the camera out of Chihiro's face and turn it around, spin it around. What's around Chihiro? Why is he just a small piece in this big world? This is part of the reason why the Seitei War is so important. We need this world building. We need this lore. This is why Kishimoto did it fantastically with Naruto. Naruto himself is just a small piece in the overall grand scheme of Naruto, right? His own series, but there was so much other stuff happening. His mother, his father, the other villages, the Jinchuriki. Obviously, the Sage of Six Paths stuff, but that's all garbage and horrible, and I don't like it. Nor do most people, honestly. Oh, you're actually the reincarnation of an alien. I don't whatever, man. Whatever. Now, I'm going to talk about a show I don't necessarily like too much, but I feel like it's necessary for me to bring up an example. Look at Baki, for example. You notice how in Baki, especially Netflix Baki, he doesn't fight a whole lot, but you see all these other fighters doing just crazy shit all the time. Like Retsu. I like Retsu. That's my guy, but he's not the main character. He's just a small piece of the puzzle. And we see all these super long, drawn out fights with Retsu and everything that he does. It's cool. It builds up an attachment. Even look at Pickle, Jack. Baki in the first season of the Netflix series doesn't really fight a whole lot until after he like blows his load and is like, ah. I understand it now. I want to see Hiyuki fight Solo Dolo. I want to see Shiba fight Solo Dolo. I know we call Shiba the off-screen demon, and he has definitely deserved that title up until now, but I want to see it. I want to see him actually use his brain, be tactical. You know what I mean? We even saw Kakashi versus Zabuza, right? In the Land of Waves arc in Naruto. Chihiro is the only person who is having these extended, drawn-out fights. Maybe Sojo, but still, Sojo is part of the fodder problem where he just completely annihilated this quote-unquote elite squad of sorcerers. It sells home this idea of plot armor and makes some of these characters feel less vulnerable. And like, again, I want to see what Samura's up to. I want to see what he's doing. Is he going to encounter any of the Hishaku? I want to see him kill the Hishaku. I want to see him struggle against the Hishaku, right? What's Yuta doing? Why is Yuta doing what he's doing anyway? Is it just for domination? Like, what's going on with this small island that just appeared out of nowhere? Take the camera out of Chihiro's face. Look around. See what's going on with the actual set piece. What's going on with the cast of characters. Focus a battle on somebody else. I want to see Moku, Ro, and Sumi have their own battle aside from Chihiro, right? Because Chihiro's a good protagonist, but he can't do it himself. I think that's why a lot of people are starting to be kind of frustrated with this arc, because in the Sojo arc, same thing. But with Hakuri had a lot of that focus and spotlight on his individual arc, and people identify with his character possibly a little even more than Chihiro himself. And so that's why the Rakuzaichi arc is an absolutely fantastic arc. I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen. Chihiro as well as Hirohiko are about to have their rematch, and so I'm hoping Chihiro delivers a whooping on him, but I don't know. That kind of makes me itch, the fact that Hirohiko is this like sword prodigy or whatever like that, which is fine. But then this dude gets all hyped up and, oh, he's the master of the one sword Reagan style. You don't want no smoke, Hirohiko. He's gonna kill you. And then he effortlessly beats him, and we don't even see it. He's off screen. This is an off screen, not what happened to you know who from JJK, but this is a true off screen. Like that nigga called a raging demon from Street Fighter. Like, we didn't see shit. But I want to see Hirohiko struggle more, man. Not just against Chihiro, but just other people. I want to see him prove himself to be worthy to be Chihiro's rival. I want to see other characters struggle. I want to see, I want a little more, right? But this is a little short video. I think that's kind of the biggest problem I have with Kagurabachi up until this current point. The art's still fantastic, acting's still great, but that is definitely the weakest part of Kagurabachi right now. I'm hoping Hokuzono can kind of correct course and kind of just focus up, right? I mean, hell, I give Kubo shit all the time, but like Kubo was giving everybody and their mama their own individual fights and backstories and all that. Everybody. Like, we have no backstory on Shiba, Tafku, Hiyuki. Obviously Hakuri is, the exception. Hanao, like I give me some more. Get just a little more, right? Come on. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think is the weakest part of Kagurabachi up until this current point. I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say. It's me, boy, Dad. If you guys think that's what you enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next episode. Y'all make sure to take care of yourselves, guys, and have a damn good one. Peace.